Hello, welcome back to the Geek Central podcast. Now for our 8th episode. This week we're going to be, as you might have heard, all over the news. It's been plastered. Some good news for I think most of you that might be watching, or maybe some bad news. This is the election special.
I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Of the Geek Central podcast. So today we'll be mostly talking about the election and what will be happening. Of course, a warning before, this was going to get political. So if you don't like that, go and watch some of our other episodes or watch us on Twitch at Geek's Official Geek Central on Twitch. So let's start. So, of course, Joe Biden won the presidency. So an old man gets replaced with a better old man. It's like an iPhone. Nothing has changed except one thing. And this guy, he's not a jerk. Do you believe Joe Biden deserved the presidency, Reuben?
Oh, yeah, I think it's better than Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump just tried to build a wall and failed miserably. I remember seeing like a video online about like the wall he built that was meant to keep like the Mexican border, just ended up getting blown down by wind.
Yeah, it got blown down by wind, and people could climb over it very easily.
And keep in mind, he also almost started World War III because he was trying to get Iraq to be in a war with him, I think.
Yeah, there was like that big scandal. I forgot what it was now. I probably will look it up after this. And
Get to mention the impeaching incident as well.
Yeah, they said he was impeached, but then he just continued on going, which was weird. There was like a whole thing where they said, "Oh yeah, he's impeached," but they never kicked him out. And of course, Joe Biden's running mate, Kamala Harris, is the first black and mixed-raced woman vice president. So that means if Joe Biden, retires or he comes under illness or passes away, unfortunately, then she'll be the first ever black and mixed-race woman in history to become the president, which is fantastic. And
that's kind of exciting, yeah.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton tried doing it and failed to Trump, but now it's looking amazing as already Kamala Harris has made history by being the first black and mixed-race vice president.
And you do know damn well that's gonna start some sort of controversy among America.
Oh,
I mean, there
course,
are some
yeah.
pretty racist people in America. Like,
Yeah,
the
pretty
type of people who
sexist.
just constantly tweet
Yeah,
about
pretty
it.
racist and sexist, yeah. And of course, that's the good news for this, but as I said in the beginning, there is also some bad news. So usually, when the election is finished, usually the president at the time, if he loses his place, like Bill Clinton lost to Obama, Bill Clinton conceded. So conceding means that they basically say, "Oh, well done, I quit," and there will be no it'll be a smooth sail for you to come into the White House. And usually very happy about it. They invite them to the White House so they can take a look around. And they usually have like deals and stuff and they usually talk and put away their differences. But
Yeah.
Trump, he said he's refusing to concede as he believes Joe Biden frauded the election. Trump is saying all his votes were legal, but all of Biden's weren't. Even though that Trump said, even though the Democrat, mostly Joe Biden's votes were from mail-in, because Joe Biden's supporters were more likely to vote in mail-in because that's what he told them. And Trump's supporters were most likely to vote in person because that's what he told them to go away from mail-in fraud. So this ended up on the first day of the election. Trump looked like he was going to win. And it's because everyone was voting for Trump because most supporters were voting in person. And then when that was finished, Joe Biden started getting loads and loads of votes. As again, mail-in the votes and other votes were mostly Democratic as they were all mail-in. Because of this and the result of this, he's ordered a recount in Georgia as his last act of president, I guess. And already the recount in Georgia looks like it's going to be Democrat again. And he can keep doing this, ordering a recount. But it won't change anything really. Maybe it changed maybe 2 votes.
But
I
didn't
think
Nevada take absolutely ages to count the votes? I think they're
Nevada
still
took
counting. I'm pretty
ages.
sure.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
obviously it took longer for votes to be counted this year. Well, not this year, but this particular year because of COVID, and they had to not have many, vote counters in because they all had to stay 2 meters apart and keep safe from one each other so they don't, cross paths. So yeah, he's filed lawsuits, I think, in Pennsylvania, Georgia. I think he filed one in Nevada, and already most of them, the mayors are going no. They're going no, we're not going to accept your lawsuit, and even the mayors are disregarding his lawsuit. But so I think the one in Pennsylvania still stands, but he has no evidence for it. He's just being a sore loser and saying that
I'm
he
pretty
should have
sure
won.
Trump only won because he was up against Hillary Clinton. Because, like I said before, most Americans are sexist and racist. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Donald Trump won the election because of people being sexist.
Well, yeah,
And saying,
that.
"Oh, I don't
But
want to have a
we
female
got to
president.
remember,
This one's a
Obama
male. I'm going
won
to
the
vote the male."
presidency as well.
And now that Joe Biden was going against Donald Trump, he probably won because I think a good amount of Americans realize that Donald Trump is absolutely terrible at running a country.
Yeah.
And I believe that now that Joe Biden's the president, he'll be able to better control coronavirus because
Yeah.
Donald Trump was too busy trying to ban TikTok to focus on the pandemic.
Well,
But
he said
I
Trump
believe
said that the coronavirus will go away like a bad dream. Like it said, one day
yeah.
it will just go away. And already Biden's formed a coronavirus task force as his first act. But Biden's not going to be he's presidential elect right now, Biden. So um, he'll be officially president on January 21st, 2021. That's when he'll move into the White House. So Trump will be president, but he'll have no power. It's only a title he has now, a president. He has no power, so he can't change things.
Mhm.
See, that's the election portion over. We're gonna go into lighter subjects now and go away from politics.
Yeah, just
So
one more thing to mention.
yeah, go for it.
Um, like Kanye West apparently tried to run as president as well. I don't know why, but I just
Yeah.
like to throw it in there. Like a lot of people were trying to
Even Kanye West conceded. Kanye West conceded. If Kanye West concedes, something is up. Kanye
bruh.
West was like, "Nah, man, I'm out." You say, "Well done to Biden." I think he was halfway through and realized he wasn't going to win, so he conceded at that point halfway through the election because there was no way of catching up. But he did receive some votes, but I bet most of them were joke votes and people just voting him just for fun.
You
Which,
don't want to vote for joke votes during an election because God knows what happens if they actually win because there's so many people joke voted.
yeah,
Yeah, and fun fact, so in South Park how instead of Donald Trump being a character, it's just Mr. Garrison. That the
yeah,
reason that Donald Trump is Mr. Garrison in South Park was because they didn't think that Donald Trump would actually win.
yeah. And then they had to actually had to make him a character in the end, right?
I'm pretty looking forward to how they're going to portray the fact he's not giving up being president despite the fact he has no power.
Did you know Donald Trump has been the only president that hasn't appeared on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, Obama did, and it's because it's all in good fun. Saturday Night makes fun of the presidents. Sometimes they really hate them, like they hated Trump, so they made fun of him constantly. But some people like Obama and stuff, they jokingly made fun of him, and he knew that, so he actually was the host. He was a guest star on SNL, and Biden's been on Parks and Recreation as well. He's been on when he was VP for, I think it was Obama. and he was VP for Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. If any of you are listeners or watchers, have a Disney Plus subscription, I'm sure already most of you are watching The Mandalorian. But just in case you didn't know, The Mandalorian season 2 came out. I haven't watched it, and of course, if you have an Xbox Series X, actually no, if you have a PS5, actually it's not available on Xbox Series X. There was a Spider-Man, I guess Spider-Man 2 or a Spider-Man spin-off game called Spider-Man Miles Morales, who we got introduced to in the comics, but most of us got introduced to through Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And I know I watched it, and I absolutely loved it. The art style was amazing. They went very
I actually
comic
watched that
booky.
film yesterday. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's an amazing film.
It's on Netflix now, in case you like. If you get watched
Yeah,
it,
it's on Netflix.
I'd
Yeah,
recommend it.
yeah.
Pretty good.
So yeah, it's gonna follow Miles Morales around and how it's shown Miles Morales at the start of his Spider-Man career. So when he first becomes, I guess Spider-Man, even though Spider-Man does appear in the game, it's kind of like a mentor to him. It'll be mostly you all get to play as Miles Morales. So I've never watched Marvel's Agents of Shield. Have you?
No, I haven't actually watched that much
No,
stuff.
I think I've watched. I think I watched a couple and didn't get into it. I know Ghost Rider appeared in one of the episodes. But of course, Agents of Shield got released in the UK today. So instead of using a VPN to watch it or getting it illegally, you can go on to I think many streaming platforms and maybe even on cable. I think cable TV like Sky or Now TV. It'll be there. So maybe you guys should go watch it and tell us how wrong we are and why
Yeah,
should we
and
watch
now
it.
you
Yeah.
can stop being criminal deviants and start abiding the law like law-abiding citizens.
Yes.
Yes.
And of course, now and again we mention music as we did for AC/DC because it appeared in the Iron Man film. Again, AC/DC, they released a new song a couple of episodes back, and now they've released an album containing that song. It's called Power Up, and I think it released maybe a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago by the time this episode comes out, but by the time of recording, it was a couple of days ago. Are you a big fan of AC/DC and their music?
I actually haven't actually listened to any AC/DC music. I obviously know Highway to Hell because I mean that's a pretty common
Yeah,
one.
it's a classic. Yeah.
I don't actually listen to that much music.
Yeah. I like AC/DC. I'm not a big fan, but I like some of their music, of course. So next, if you play Grand Theft Auto 5 online, Rockstar has issued a heist, the heist challenge, because in a month's time they'll be releasing their brand spanking new, biggest ever update into GTA Online. So to reward players for waiting so damn long, they are challenging the whole community to collectively steal 100 billion. If you get 100 billion, they're gonna release a new car that'll be free for the whole community that took part, and you also get an RP and cash bonus if you take part. Personally, I know I'll be grinding the heist, but some of you listeners and maybe Reuben could just literally do one heist and still get the reward. But of course, if you want, to grind for that new heist update, which will be, I think, in December, because they said it's going to be Christmas themed. Then of course you can grind, so you can get the extra cash from the reward you get and the extra cash from completing the heist. And hopefully the car's good, as every seasonal car they release it's like an air. It's like you only drive it once, and then maybe like 6 months later you bring it out just for a laugh, and then you sell it. So hopefully it's good and it's not very seasonal, and it's like you can be driving it around in the summer, the spring, without ever, ever having to drive it once and then putting it back in your garage and waiting until next Christmas to bring it back out again. Have you ever played GTA, Reuben? Like GTA Online?
I actually haven't got GTA.
I know you do in the Epic
Unfortunately,
Games.
I missed out on the Epic Games free
Man.
free GTA because my computer was broken.
We would like to thank Reuben for appearing on the podcast.
Yep, Epic Pog, guys. Thanks for having me on. Despite me being on for 3 episodes already.
Yep. He's a valued
Don't know
member
why I'm
of the
treated
team.
like it's the first time.
And
Epic.
and
Yeah.
I would like to thank myself for being probably the coolest.
Congratulations, Jovi, for
Thank you.
appearing in every single episode of this
Yay.
podcast. Yeah,
I'm not in the next
well done,
episode.
man. Yeah,
I get
well
fired
done.
from my own YouTube channel.
You receive $0 American for appearing
Yay.
on this podcast.
Follow us on Instagram at Geek Central, official Geek Central now. We changed it. Geek Cent on Twitter, and catch us on Twitch every Wednesday, Saturdays, and Sundays. I'll be streaming 2 random games on the Saturday and Sunday, and Call of Duty Cold War campaign on the Wednesday. So go check that out. We'd like to thank everyone for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cowabunga.